And we're live. And we're live for episode 26 of Slap Happy. That's right, we're here. We're doing it. I'm doing it. It's true. It's me. It's the guy who's doing it. You know what I'm saying? So this is episode 26. We got to the quarter of a century last week. So good on me. And good on you for following me and, partaking in my journey to date. And just giving a shit about what I say and what I do. So that's pretty cool for you, for the listener. I've had people subscribe to the YouTube channel. I've had people subscribe to the subscribe to the podcast. I've had people leave comments, reviews, shared stuff. It's pretty cool. It's pretty surreal. So thank you. If you're one of those people and you've taken the time to do that, you can kind of get caught up in the moment and not really take stuff like that in. Well, I can anyway. You kind of brush over stuff like that, but those things are the point. Those things are the reason. I guess in weeks gone by, I've been a little bit frantic in my head and kind of all over the place. So I haven't really been able to take that stuff in. But now that I've been able to chill out a little bit this week and kind of gather my thoughts, I sincerely want to say that I'm grateful and that I'm appreciative of every single one of you. So thank you. With that said, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this and you have not subscribed and you want a heartwarming thank you, like the one I just did, please go ahead and subscribe. Now's your chance. And next week I'll be talking to you. Anyway, look, I'm here to present to you episode 26, a little bit of a mixed bag. I'm probably just going to kickstart with a bit of a funny story because I think that's top of mind. And when things are top of mind, actually, I'm going to go double top of mind, like the first top of mind first. So these pants that I'm wearing, these chinos, I was strolling past St. Vincent de Paul a bit earlier on the way to the gym and just minding my own business, doing my own thing. And then out of the corner of my eye, I seen these chinos hanging up in the window. And I've been thinking about / wanting to get some chinos for a while. I don't think I've owned a pair, not since I was maybe 20. It's been jeans for a very long time. But my lovely girlfriend, Vanessa, has been asking me to get some chinos. But I've also been thinking about getting some chinos myself. I kind of like them. And I think that I would like to own a pair, just for variety. And I'm walking past and I see these beautiful looking pair of chinos. And I was like, I got to try these on. I got to see what this is about. I got to know if this is where it's going to go down. You know what I'm saying? So I walk in there, grab them off the hanger, try them motherfucker on. Perfect fit, perfect length, perfect fit, perfect color, everything. Beautiful. $8. $8 $8 dues, $8 buccarinos. $8. That's it. And they're mine. And they're mine. I can walk out with them. And I did. I paid the $8. Got myself some beautiful chinos. Rocking them, baby. I'm rocking them. I'm shaking them, baking, baby. Yeah. Feeling good, looking good. So this whole outfit is basically a bit of a kind of a, freestyle vibe. Got the $8 chinos. I got the Kmart flannel. Fresh. Kmart flannel. My brother Ruku, in one of his songs called Heat Seeker, in the hook, he says, everything's an opportunity like Kmart. And boy, is there not a truer sentence in probably the world of hip-hop. Everything is an opportunity like Kmart. Everything's an opportunity like Kmart. Hey, play the wedding game, okay? Anyway, song's great. I'll link it below. But yeah, he talks about Kmart being an opportunity because there's so much good shit there, And this flannel is pimping, and I love it. I got a few flannels from Kmart of late. And then I got the standard YKTR T underneath. You know how it is. I got to mix it up. Bit of old school, bit of new school. Got the Vinnie's chinos. I got the fresh YKTR T. Feeling myself. Anyway, so that's the toppest of mind. And because, man, I'm gonna check that I'm still recording. I'm gonna check that I hit record because I swear to God it's old age or some shit. Maybe I'm not present enough at the moment, but like every time I leave the house now, I got to walk home after I've walked maybe 300 meters down the road to make sure that I've actually shut the garage door. No word of a lie. I've done it. I did it this morning. Probably done it. It's a problem. It's a real big problem. And I just hit record on this camera, and I know I did, but I'm going to get up to check. And actually, do you know what? I'm going to trust myself. I'm going to trust myself that I did fucking hit record because I'm a professional, and a professional does professional shit. Okay, so that was the toppest of mine was the chinos. The other toppest of mine was a little story that came to me today. So in my Facebook memories, there's a photo came up, and the photo is a screenshot of me posting it's basically me putting up a photo on Facebook of a shirt that I kind of proposed the idea of. It was basically me on a shirt going like that, putting my thumbs up. I had Speed Dealer Sunnies on. It was of a photo that I took and sent to a friend, and then we started calling it Savilian Approves. And then I kind of like turned myself into a meme. I put myself on a shirt, and I just kind of would, everywhere I would go, I'd kind of like put Speed Dealers on, and I'd put my thumbs up like that and stand like a statue and get photos like in front of stages and with famous artists and stuff like that. And it was just kind of like my little thing, Savilian Approves. It was a bit of a G up. I was going to a lot of festivals at the time, and it was a little bit funny, like it was we're talking about like 6-7 years ago kind of thing. And, me and all my uni friends used to like laugh about it. And, my goal was to just be a little bit of a joke, a little bit of a, I was kind of actually, it started off as a joke between me and a mate, but I kind of started to build it as a bit of a war story in terms of like, I wanted to be the Trojan horse. I wanted to be like this unsuspecting dude who looks like just a massive tripper who ends up, you get to meet him, and then below the surface you realize actually this guy's pretty cool, but also like a great hip hop artist, and he's very dynamic. So I kind of wanted to be like a bit unsuspecting, look like just a massive tripper, look like a bit of a loose unit, but also just kind of slide in there and I'm in the music scene, but I'm actually a really good hip hop artist. And it was working for a time. The only problem was I was partying too much and not making enough music. So like I got the first bit of the fucking equation right by going out there and, going to gigs and, getting loose and meeting people and, having these interactions. And it was working nicely, but I wasn't putting out the music to kind of back it up. So I shot myself in the foot a little bit from that point of view. But I tell you what, it made for some very, 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 very good stories. And one of them I'm going to tell you now. So I put this photo of a shirt up on my Facebook with myself on the face. And it just said the word Savilian Approves top and bottom. And I was going to like print a bunch of shirts with my face on it and then like give it away to people or sell them and just rock them at festivals and stuff like that. I made stickers as well that I'd slap all over the toilets, and just basically every time I went to a festival, I'd slap these like Savilian Approved stickers like basically everywhere. And at one point I put a photo of the t-shirt up on Facebook, and Carmada, who were a really big electronic DJ duo, I guess you would say. They produced dance music, they produced bass music, future bass. They had a really big song called Maybe. It was a combination of Yahtzel and LDRU. Yahtzel and LDRU. They joined to form Carmada. And they were really popping at the time. And they commented on this photo of my shirt, and they said, we would approve of you sending one of these to us to wear at our show or something like that. Anyway, I took a screenshot of that, and then I posted that screenshot on my Facebook, and there was a lot of people interacting and reacting, and it was just really funny and a bit of a big moment at the time. It was very out of left field. Like Carmada were a very big act at the time in this country. You know, they had ties to kind of Skrillex and, you know, some of the bigger dance names in the US as well. Like they were kind of a big thing at the time. And so them commenting on this was kind of funny, and just kind of proof of, you know, how much of a loose unit they both were as well, to kind of engage in this kind of you know, buggery. So they comment, and I was like, holy shit, I gotta fucking get these t-shirts made up. So I went and, you know, found someone, printed a whole bunch of t-shirts up, and then I decided that, because I was about a week or two later, they were playing at Oxford Art Factory, and they were playing 3 shows. They sold out Oxford Art Factory 3 nights in a row, bang, bang, bang. And I think on the, I don't know, maybe the first or second, maybe there's a third show actually. I rocked up to the show early. I went by myself. I rocked up to the show early, and I had 2 shirts. And I think I might have DM'd them or emailed them or something like that, saying, hey guys, I'm going to be coming to the show. What size shirts do you want? And they told me. So I kind of went to the show, and I had these shirts with me. And so I'm at this show by myself, just going to see Carmada, drop a couple shirts off to the boys. You know how it is. You know how it is. So I get to the show early to make sure that I can, you know, get in and give the shirts to them. And they, you know, the door person or security, whatever, they were a little bit sus on me, like, oh, you know, show's not started yet, you can't come in, kind of thing. And I said, hey, I just need to speak to like the tour manager or something. And anyway, the tour manager comes out, and I hand him these shirts. I hand him these shirts, and I say to him, hey, bro, you know, you don't know me. No one really knows me. I don't even know me. But I got these 2 shirts, and they're wanted by, I can't remember the boys' names. Drew and what's Yahtzel's name? Damn it. Mac Ahmad. Anyway, the shirts are wanted by the boys out the back. And so I hand them to him, and I thought like, you know, fat chance of him actually coming through and fucking handing the shirts off to the boys. But do you know what? I just put my faith in, you know, the trap gods, and do you know what? I'm checking the fucking camera because I've been thinking about it this whole time, because I'm telling this dope story. I've been doing this dope potty, and I don't want to get to the punchline and realize I haven't been recording. So I'm just gonna fucking check. I'm sorry, guys. I have been recording. Look at me go. Anyway, so I hand him off the shirt, and I go back, you know, do my thing, get a couple drinks, you know, start feeling myself before the show. The show starts. Kilter played one of the sets opening the night or just before the boys, and then Carmada are due to come out. And at this time, full disclosure, I'm pretty lit. I'm feeling myself, you know what I'm saying? I've had a couple drinks, you know, this and that, I'm feeling myself. And I'm in the middle of the crowd, and I'm just vibing, and I'm getting ready, and then they come out. And guess what? Motherfucking Yahtzel is rocking my shirt on stage. My face is on Yahtzel's shirt, which is on stage at a sold-out Oxford Art Factory. As soon as he came out, I just remember going, I just fucking lost it, as you could imagine. So anyway, the boys play a hectic set. Everyone gets sweaty as fuck. I end up taking my shirt off. I'm not a shirt taker offer, but I was so lit. You know, and it was one of those vibes when, you know, everyone's fucking, you know, really having a good time, if you know what I'm saying. And so I fucking take my shirt off. I'm swinging it around. I'm like, head banging, I'm dancing, I'm loving life, you know, everything's fucking gravy at that time. And I was just happy as shit, you know, like if I left there and, you know, I went home, I would have said, beautiful night, had a great night, perfect. Nothing could have been better than that. So anyway, the show finishes, and I go around to at Oxford Art Factory, you go the side door towards the toilets. On the left-hand side there is the green room where all the artists hang out behind the stage, right? They wait there before the show. They go back there after the show. So I go around to the side door, and I ask the door person, hey, is there any chance you could get like the tour manager or one of the boys, you know, because Yahtzel was just wearing my face on the shirt on stage. And I just kind of would like to, share the moment a little bit more with them or whatever. And I think as the door was kind of open, I think maybe one of them saw me. I think Yahtzel might have saw me. And he was like, Sullivan. And I remember him yelling. And I came in and I was like, oh, what is going on? Anyway, he grabs me, takes me straight to the dunny. And, we kind of visit Mr. Charlie Brown, see what's up. Did what we had to do straight away. And I was just like, oh, God damn, man, I'm in a whole new world. I'm in a whole new world. And it just kind of like rolled from moment to moment after that. It was wild. I was like, we kind of fucking kicked it backstage, had a couple drinks, whatever. And then I'm hanging there with Kilter and a couple other guys. And then at one point they're like, all right, we're going to the after party. We've got this penthouse booked in the city. Do you want to come? And I was like, what do you mean, do I want to fucking come? I mean, I probably had some other shit on the next day, but there was no way I was passing up that opportunity. So anyway, we go back to this penthouse in the city and there's drinks, there's fucking whatever. Everyone's just having a good time. And it was just like party central. And it was like, it was just such a great vibe. And I just was totally enamored. Fabio, if you see this, I was just totally enamored with or by the situation. I was just totally head over heels and just like in awe. And I just remember having like mad conversations. I was swigging a bottle of red wine in the kitchen, just chopping it up with all the guys that were working for the management label at the time, whose names I really can't remember. So I'm sitting there, I'm chatting away to different people. And anyway, I get introduced to at one point, like, I see Kilter kind of standing there with a young lady, and I just said, hey, Kilter. Anyway, he goes, oh, I'm Ned, and we start chatting away, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Like, I don't know any of these people. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, I'm having a good time, but it's just all, it was wild. Anyway, he's like, yeah, and this is Nicole. And I'm like, hey, Nicole, how you doing? Anyway, it turns out it's Nicole Miller who sung on High, which was like one of the biggest songs in Australia in 2014 or whatever. And a song that I love, song that I got fucked up to many a time. It was, I didn't realize at the time that it was her. I think I only figured it out a couple of days later. But, I'm chatting away to her. I'm chatting away to Kilter. Anyway, just a total whirlwind of emotions. And I ended up fucking passing out on a couch there at like maybe 5 or 6 in the morning, kind of got my shit together, stumbled out of there and just walked home just going, oh. Actually, I had to get the train back to the Central Coast, and that was not fun, but it was worth it. And I just remember going, oh, what just happened? What the fuck just happened? It was wild. It was absolutely wild. And it kind of started this like weird relationship with me and Kilter where, I'd just see him at all these random shows. Like I'd see him like at the most random shows, like, because I did a bit of festival work as well back in the day. I'd see him at I think I saw him at like Jindabyne for a festival that I did called Snow Tunes, and then out at Vanfest, which is country New South Wales. And then I saw him on the Central Coast at another festival, and I'd just see him all the time. And we'd always just go, man, hey, how you doing? I see you everywhere. And it was just like this weird, like, little interaction that we would have. But it was fun. It was very fun. Yeah. So, I mean, that was basically that story. It was wild. Had all the it was just kind of it was a good time. It was a good time. Straight up a good time. I just wanted to say, shout out to Yahtzel and LDRU for bringing me in and showing me a good time. Like straight up, they showed me a good time. I had a lot of fun, and yeah, it was cool. It was really cool. It was a very fond memory and one that I'll always cherish. Yeah. So anyway, that's a little trip down memory lane in the Savilian Approves era, which I might touch on a little bit more in future episodes. But that's just something that came up today, and one that was it was a bit off tits. Anyway, moving right along. I'll just give everyone a little trading update, and then I'll probably fuck off actually. So, just kind of give you guys a little sample of where I'm at and how things have been going. Obviously, you all know that April was not super fun for me. Big drawdown. And, we're like, 1.5 weeks into the new month and of May, and I'm grinding it out. Like, it's tough out there. I'm slowly finding my feet. I'm kind of falling more in love with the process again. I'm not kind of like frantically trying to make money. I'm kind of trying to trade well. And, I'm just kind of trying to keep it tight. I'm still fairway in drawdown. I imagine that I probably will be for some time because I'm doing it very slowly. I'm sizing down. I'm trading, smaller lots and less frequently, but I'm just trying to trade well, trying to identify the best opportunities every day and just trying to do my job. And, the market has slowed down a little bit, so there's not as much to kind of like swing at, which is, meaning that I'm going to have to grind it out properly. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the process. I'm enjoying the challenge of where I'm at right now. As I kind of spoke to last week, I'm at a point where, in my trading, in my physical health journey, in the looters business journey, in my music journey, in all these journeys in my life, I'm at a point where I'm feeling pressure and I'm in a battle with myself. And, I want to be a champion. I want to be someone who rises to the occasion, like all the people that I look up to. I want to be the fucking the Conor McGregor or the I don't really look up to Floyd Mayweather, but I admire him. I want to be the Jonathan Thurston slotting a goal from the sideline and then the field goal in extra time. I want to be these guys. I want to be someone who rises to the occasion. I don't want to be someone who kind of like falters at the first sight of pain or trouble. So I'm in a little bit of a grinding phase at the moment where I'm just trying to keep my head down, trying to keep my shit together, and just trying to fucking scrap it out every day. Scrapping it out is kind of a good word or a good way to look at it. Like, I really just want to scrap it out right now and do it dirty, but get it done kind of thing. So yeah, I'm enjoying that, but it comes with its challenges. But a challenge is an opportunity and one that I'm grateful for at the moment. So anyway, I'm just gonna fucking wrap it up there because I got a bit of work to get to, but I really wanted to like punch out a little podcast, something short, something interesting, something different for y'all, especially the guys who have been following my trading journey. I kind of a little bit of a laugh there. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate your time and energy. And catch you next week on Slap Happy. Let's go.